Elul is such a beautiful time of year. People are on their best behavior. They're yearning for improvement. They rethink their previous year. They go through their mistakes. They're much more open and honest with themselves. As you get closer to Yom Noraim, certainly Erev Yom Kippur, people are so open and understanding and accepting. People ask mechila from one another. Enemies shake hands. It's just so beautiful. And then gets wasted. Yom Kippur passes. Come Chanukah, we're back to where we started from. It's all right. It's nice to have 1 month a year that's on a different level than the rest of the year. But is that really what it's all about? Don't we all understand that the changes that are really being called for are permanent ones? That we're expected to be on Chanukah the way we were young in Noraim. And that a year later, we're not chewing over the same issues, telling Hashem, sorry, I'll be different, repeating those same words to the point where you don't really believe yourself anymore. So what's the alternative? The alternative is really to ask yourself, in what way can I be bigger? What have I missed? Don't spend the time just thinking about this act and that act, because if you remain the same person, the odds of you changing are very slim. Listen, you meant it last year. What's going to change? You said last year you weren't going to do it again. You said last year you weren't going to lose your temper. You said last year you weren't going to scream at your kids. You said last year that you would never compromise on your integrity regardless of the expense. So why do you think this year is going to be different? Because you really mean it? You meant it. You cried. You were sincere. Why is this year's sincerity better than last year's sincerity? The difference is when you're a changed human being. Bigger people are bigger. So the Rambam, for example, brings that one aspect of doing tshuva is to go ahead and move, change where you live, change your name, so you can say, I'm not the person that did all of these terrible things. Now what's this, a game? Is that what he means? What he means to say is that in order for you to really do tshuva, you've got to change the way you look at yourself. And there are times that we're talking about the need for such a drastic change of attitude towards yourself that you have to do all these superficial things so that you'll take it seriously, that you can see yourself as a different person. You got to see yourself as a bigger person. You have to have different goals. You have to have different expectations of yourself. You have to ask yourself, what was I put on this world for? And when you change your whole lifestyle, when you change your life goals, when you change your daily schedule or priorities, then you're a different person. It's so much easier for a greater person to overcome the issues that he didn't overcome when he was a smaller person. And that's really what this time is for. It's to do soul searching, not only for the smaller details, but even more importantly, soul searching for the big things. What am I here for? What do I stand for? What's my life all about? What's most important to me? You know, we were all created to be marbe kavod shamayim. Kol ma shebara HaKadosh Baruch Hu ba'olamo lo bara lechvodo. We were created to be makadei shem shamayim, to bring honor to the name of Hashem, to bring the beauty of Hashem, to tell people of the chesed Hashem, all the wonderful things He's done for us and the opportunities He gives us. There's no question that the more every individual can do to bring kvod shamayim, to be makadei shem shamayim in the world, in his community, in his circle of friends, that's priority. If you're someone that stands for kvod shamayim, you're someone who stands for bringing the name of Hashem into the lives of others, you're a different person. There, I think you're going to question whether or not you're willing to compromise your integrity. For someone who walks around talking about the greatness of Hashem and His Torah, you're going to think twice before you compromise on your integrity, even though a lot of money is at stake. You're not going to be shouting. You're going to be a different kind of person. You know, if your life really stands for something bigger, then you're bigger. And the petty stuff that you were dealing with until now will just disappear. This Yomim Noraim, commit yourself to Kvod Shamayim. Commit your life to Kvod Shamayim. Live on a higher level, on a different level, on a bigger level. Be big, so that when you say, I won't do it again, you can mean it. We should all have a wonderful year as bigger people and bring Kvod Shamayim into the world.